I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 14, and it was a lot for me to take on at such a young age, being diagnosed with quite literally a lifelong health condition. There have been many moments in my life where my blood sugar levels have dropped. I am a professional dancer, so as you can imagine, that's quite high intensity, a lot of activity, a lot of movement. What that tends to me is that my sugar levels do drop. Anything can really affect diabetes, such as activities, sports, alcohol, food, even emotions. I was at brunch with my friends recently and I experienced low blood sugar levels. I was sweating, I was shaking. My friend said I looked quite pale, couldn't really walk properly, and I was kind of slurring my words. So at that moment, I knew that I needed sugar. I needed something sugary in my system. So I needed to stop, sit down, and make sure that was done. Sometimes blood sugar levels can go dangerously low. These symptoms are key things that you would look for in a diabetic. They could be heavily sweating, feeling drowsy, feeling confused, sometimes even being unresponsive. This is what you'd need to do to support someone in that situation. First thing you need to do is make sure they're seated, make sure they're somewhere safe and not standing.
Come on, I'll get you comfortable.
Second thing I would make sure I'll do to give a diabetic is a sugary drink or provide a sugary type of food, sweets.
You'll start to feel better, yeah, come on. I'll take a few of these.
Orange juice works really well, biscuits, and it's really important that you don't provide a diet drink or a diet-based food, as they do not have enough sugar in them. After I've given a diabetic something sugary, I'd make sure that they're comfortable, give them the time they need to make sure that they feel okay.
All right, it'll take a few minutes to kick in.
It may take a while for a diabetic to feel okay again, so if they are responding well, it's always great to offer them more sugary food or more sugary drinks. Physically, they will feel exhausted just because it will take all the energy out of them. If they're not improving quickly, or the condition is worsening, or they're losing consciousness, you must call 999.
If someone is having a low blood sugar diabetic emergency, help them to rest and give them something sugary to eat or a non-diet drink. Reassure the person. If they respond well, give them more sugary food. If the person does not improve, call 999.
A couple of years ago, I experienced a low sugar diabetic emergency, and my mother was calling out for me. I was in bed at the time and I was unable to respond. And I remember my brother coming upstairs and he had noticed that I was in bed and just kind of in an odd position. And he had touched me and noticed that I was quite clammy, quite sweaty. It was very, very, very lucky that my brother was there to see that, was able to give me the sugary drink. If he wasn't there, it could have been really serious. Low sugar diabetic emergency can happen very quickly because sometimes you don't even notice that it's happening, and that's the scary part.